Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you guys and to be shooting for you guys today. It's been a while, not too long, but it's been long enough. So today I'm going to shoot do a review for you guys. So I'm going to do an eyeshadow palette review, and this particular eyeshadow palette is from Carli Bybel. This is from BH Cosmetics. She teamed up with BH Cosmetics and created her own eyeshadow and highlighter palette. So I'm like super excited to do this video because I've been trying to get around to doing it for the longest, but I've been crazy busy. It's a lot going on in my life right now. So I've kind of been putting it off, but we're doing it today. So let's see where we're gonna start. Well, actually, let me start off by saying that I have everything, not everything from the palette on my face, but everything on my eyes, everything on as far as my highlighter. All of the powders for my highlighter and for my eyeshadows are from this palette. So I wanted to exemplify what I normally do in all of my reviews. I have lots of reviews on my channel, so you can check them out if you would like. I have a drugstore review of a palette. I have makeup foundation reviews or foundation reviews. I have, what else do I have? I have a couple makeup brushes reviews. That's where the makeup and then the foundation came in. Now I was thinking makeup as far as makeup brushes, and then I said makeup foundation. But yeah, I have makeup brushes. I have a couple reviews. So just go check out all of my reviews. I do pretty good reviews. So without further ado and without me blabbing anymore, let's get into talking about the palette. So it comes in this thing. She has it, make sure she bubble wraps it, so that's good so that things won't break. And then it comes with this little note from her, which I'm going to read. It says, "Hi beautiful, thank you so much for your order. I designed this palette with all of you in mind. Thank you for your constant love and support. I hope you love this palette as much as I do. I also wanted to mention that BH Cosmetics is there to help if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Plus, if your palette arrives damaged, they'll ship you a new one right away. The quickest way to get in touch with them is to email," and she puts the email address for BH Cosmetics, and she puts the number, and then she puts "thank you so much and enjoy," and a little heart, and then Carly, which is really cute. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Carli Bybel is. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correct. It's spelled B-Y-B-E-L. So I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it correct, hopefully so. So let's start out with the packaging. I like how the packaging looks. It's dainty, it's simple, but it's still dainty and it's a good presentation. This is hard, like hardwood, and it is magnetic. So it's magnetic and it has this little layer over it. Now that I'm showing you this, and it has a mirror, I'm sure you guys can see that. But so she says that if it comes damaged, that they would send the package back or send you another one if it's damaged. So mine's did come damaged, but I just did not get a chance to sending this back. It only had one eyeshadow that's damaged, and I actually have this on today. I'm going to tell you everything else that I have on my face today. But this did come damaged a little bit. So you have this little film thing on, which I'm actually going to take off for now. I'll probably put it back on later. So I'm trying to keep this covered for you guys so it's not blinding and you don't see my whole house. But yeah, so I have the eyeshadow on that is damaged. I do have that on. What I did was I just dumped a little bit of it out, the parts that was crumbly, but I can still use it. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I still love this palette so much. That burgundy color in the right corner was probably you guys' left. Yeah, no, it's you guys' right. It's my left, your right. That all the way on the end, I had that in my crease, as well as I have I'm gonna try to put it up further so it's not showing. So I have this in my crease. I also have a little bit of this in my crease as well. These two together are in my crease. I have this on my lid and I have this on my lid. These two combined on my lid. So all these colors alone. So I'm going to swatch the colors for you that I actually am wearing. I'm going to swatch them and show you guys what they look like. They're very pigmented. Hopefully you can see. And I'm going to swatch another color for you guys. So these colors are just pretty to me, like especially this one on my finger right here. I've used this one a couple times too. Pretty much every color on the last four I've used. All of these colors I've used. I love them a lot. So I'm going to just go ahead on and put this on my hand because yeah. I need to get that off so I can finish talking about everything else about the palette. So the eyeshadows are pigmented. They feel really buttery. They feel really smooth. They're not powdery at all. They have this silk butter feel to them, if that makes any sense what I'm saying. So yes, I love the eyeshadows. The only thing I don't like about palettes is that it can get messy, especially with this light color. Like it's easy to get, to spill the powder everywhere. But it's a palette. I mean, you can expect that with a palette. So, let's talk about the highlighters. Y'all, these highlighters are so bomb. I have on 2 highlighters today, and they are from this palette. Hopefully you guys can see. In real life, I'm beaming. Like it's absolutely gorgeous. Like her highlighters, gorgeous. They last all night, all day. I've went out with these and I've worn these, and they absolutely are gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them so much. I'm going to swatch them in a minute. I guess I'll use this hand, but I'll show you what they are. They're the last 4 on the bottom. So they're the very last 4 on the bottom. I use every one except for this one. This one on me is not really a highlighter. It's more of like a bronzer. So my camera turned off, so I apologize about that. But I already swatched the highlighters. I left off with talking to you guys about the highlighters. So the highlighters that I used, that I swatched were the last 3. Well, I swatched all 4 of them, but I'll tell you the ones that I use. So this is the first highlighter, which again I told you is not really a highlighter. It's more of a bronzer on me. And then this is the, let's make sure I'm got this in order. So that's the first one, which is right here. Then we have the pink one, then we have the gold one, and then this is more of like an ice pink, and then this is more of like this is like a rose gold pink, and this is more of like ice pink, and this is more of like a bronzy gold, and this is more of like a copper type, which again you could use it as a highlighter on me, but I don't like it that much as a highlighter on me. I could use it as an eyeshadow just for all over the lid, or just like lightly to give myself a little dust and bronzer over the top of my bronzer or something if I was to do that. So the 2 that I used on for my highlight today are these 2 right here. These are the 2 that I used for my highlighter today. That's what's on my face today. I put the lighter shade on first, and then I put the gold over the top just to give it a little bit more of a gold. So it's giving it kind of like a coin gold type sheen effect to it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so these are the highlighters. I love our highlighters. The highlighters are great. I love this whole palette. But the highlighters are really good, and they last a long time. I've worn them before. I've had this palette for about a month now. So I've worn things more than once in here. So this is long enough time for me to be able to do this review for you guys and tell you guys what I think. The palette is like $14–15. I'm going to link it below. It's off of bhcosmetics.com, which you can only order this offline. You cannot go to the store and buy this. So again, I will make sure I leave the link below. I like how she has aspire to inspire on right below the mirror, which is very Carli Bybel of her to put that there, because if you watch her videos, you know she always puts inspirational and motivational notes and little sayings at the beginnings of her video or the beginning of her video. So that's really good to see that that's like a nice personal touch of her, because that's what she always does. The con to this is that it does get a little dirty. Again, I just scraped a little makeup off right there, and that there are no names. We don't have names to really call the colors, but it's BH Cosmetics. It's kind of to be expected. It's not Urban Decay or Tarte or anything like that. So yeah, it's not really nothing to expect from BH Cosmetics to put that there, but I still think that this is a nice palette. I still like the presentation, even though it can get dirty really fast. I just save my bubble wrap and I always try to put it back in that, or you could just find a little case for it to put away so it doesn't get dirty, or make sure you always just wipe it off when you're done with your makeup or something like that to stop the makeup from tainting it or getting it dirty and dusty looking. So yeah, so it's 14 eyeshadows and it's 4 highlighters. So I think this palette is really good. It's very universal. I can't talk. I always say I can't talk when I do that because I hate stumbling over my words. But yeah, it's very universal. Fair tones to dark tones. As you can see, I'm really dark. Carli is extremely light. So that's a good example of the color range that this palette goes. This is a really good palette. I highly recommend this. This gets 5 stars in my book. I love this palette. I mean, and you can see my makeup right now. Like, my makeup, I could just sit here through this whole video and you just look at my makeup. And if you love colors like this, and if you love just a beaming eyeshadow, that right there will sell you alone. Some of you probably have not even watched this whole review, just looking at the makeup and decided right if you're gonna get it or not if you haven't tried it, which a lot of people have tried it. But if you haven't and you're just looking for a nice palette, it's nice, it's neutral, but it has crazy, fabulous, gorgeous highlighters in there that's just gonna make you look absolutely flawless when you're going for that flawless look. So this is a great palette for this. So I'm gonna put it below. Thank you, Carli, for creating this palette. I love this palette so much. If you're watching this video, this is a great palette. So I highly recommend this again. So make sure you guys go check it out. If you haven't, if you have, comment below and let me know what you think about this palette and just overall the colors that you use the most. I know they don't have names, but you can just give the number of whatever eyeshadow it is, because there's 14 eyeshadows. So you give the number, I don't know what you're talking about. Or the highlighter, you give the number, I don't know which highlighter you're talking about, if you want to state what's your favorite. And just let me know below. So I want to do a little bit more communicating with you guys. So comment below and let me know if you tried this palette or what you think about it so far if you haven't tried it, and make sure you go check it out if you want to purchase it. It's very affordable. It's worth every penny that you will spend. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I covered everything in it. If I haven't, make sure you leave your questions and comments below and I will definitely get back to you and answer as much as I can. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you beauties in my next video. Bye.